Following Andrew Tate's ban from social media because of his history of making contentious posts, a now deleted tweet from British YouTuber KSI expressed gratitude for the banning of Tate. So what did Tate have to say to KSI? If you're curious to know what goes on in the world of boxing at the moment, you better keep watching today's video so you don't miss out. After the controversial internet celebrity is banned, KSI accepts Andrew Tate's request to compete against him and Jake Paul. Andrew Tate clapped back at KSI through his social media account, where he aired a personal message to the YouTube star. In addition to using explicit language, Tate claims he has no issue with him because he doesn't know him and doesn't even follow his YouTube channel. But after Tate was banned, the man changed from being a fan to just effing quickly cowering out to the Matrix, which made Tate call him a hypocrite. Tate also said that if KSI ever fought Jake, he would break his face, since at least Jake Paul was man enough to declare he stood up for free speech. He concluded by stating that if YouTube star KSI wants to be smoked twice, he will personally smoke him. In response to Tate's call-out, KSI tweeted, "Crying from outside of the club. Jake Paul and you can get it soon. I want all the smoke." Well, KSI accepted the chance to challenge Andrew Tate and Jake Paul in the near future. The British boxer most recently made headlines on August 27th at the O2 Arena in London when he defeated two opponents in a single evening. Fans may watch him battle the two, but only time will tell who will win. In case you missed it, KSI already fought Jake Paul's brother, Logan Paul, a while back. Even though he just declared his return to boxing and was scheduled to face Alex Wasabi, KSI hasn't competed since his fight against Logan Paul in November 2019. Swarms and Luis Alcaraz Pineda were scheduled to fight on the same night, but Wasabi withdrew from the contest. Rapper Swarms was knocked out in the second round of the Brits' first fight. After some incredible battles on the undercard, KSI returned for the main event to face Pineda. It's interesting to note that he won by defeating Pineda in the third round as well. He called Tommy Fury and Andrew Tate for future battles after his outstanding victories. More important than that, KSI is receiving an outpour of criticism for supporting Andrew Tate's ban on social media. The issue of Andrew Tate, a controversial former kickboxer, and KSI doesn't appear to be coming to a close anytime soon. Even though Tate was barred from social media sites, many people wanted to see him return. However, it appears that the YouTube star KSI made his opinions quite well known after coming forward to defend Tate's ban. Additionally, he called Top G out following his two fights in a one-night event, adding fuel to the flames. Tate wasn't afraid to criticize KSI either, calling the British YouTuber a hypocrite for having changed his mind. Additionally, he asserted that KSI had made more contentious statements than he had while being unbanned from all platforms. Just recently, fans have criticized KSI for being hypocritical. Another supporter defended Tate by saying that watching his films would show that he wasn't sexist. Additionally, he shared a video showing KSI making fun of him while engaging in provocative behavior. Fans that came out in Tate's defense and exposed KSI's hypocrisy appeared to agree with this idea. One fan made fun of KSI's since-deleted tweet in which he expressed gratitude to God for Tate's ban. The user also shared a video showing KSI asking unpleasant questions to ladies. Another one of Tate's Twitter followers, @MorpheusResist, then supported Tate, claiming that a quick glance at his videos would show that he was not a sexist. Additionally, he shared a video showing KSI making fun of him while engaging in provocative behavior. Another Twitter user, @LegendOfWinning, then called KSI's duplicity out. This fan claimed that celebrating the termination of Andrew Tate is crazy because, in his memory, some of the videos that KSI used to post were 10 times worse than what Tate was saying. Additionally, Twitter user @ReachMorpheus called out KSI and urged him to respond to the criticism he was facing. He also suggested that KSI, rather than Tate, might be the woman hater. Another admirer, @SRHanAmir, additionally expressed his dissatisfaction with KSI. Although he did not entirely concur with Tate, he compared the nightmare to his fellow YouTuber Jake Paul, who stepped up to support free expression. There's a lot of drama in all this, but there's one thing we can't help but wonder. In the first place, why did KSI change his views about Andrew Tate? The Nightmare was no stranger to controversy in his early years. As many who have followed him for a long time are aware, the internet was far less regulated at the time and people were not always politically correct. Internet personalities today are subject to rules that limit the content they can post. The Nightmare's decision to support Tate's ban may have been motivated by this. His brand needs to be protected because being linked to someone like Tate, who is controversial, may be bad for business. Despite the criticism he continues to receive, believe, KSI remains unbothered by what everyone has to say and remains in high spirits. Why shouldn't he? After he knocked out Swarms and Luis Alcaraz Pinata just recently at the O2 Arena. With 2 knockout victories at the London O2 Arena, KSI made quick work of both Swarms and Luis Alcaraz Pinata, making a statement to build up his next lucrative fight. Swarms managed to survive the first round by dodging, but KSI's strength proved to be too much for the rapper in the second, as the 29-year-old musician easily won to start his night. Later, KSI had reason to celebrate when his brother Deji decisively knocked out Fuzi to earn his first ever boxing victory. The Londoner's evening came to a close just as it had begun, when he destroyed professional opponent Pinata in 3 rounds, after the Mexican had trouble handling the energy of the occasion. From the first bell on, KSI could smell blood as Pinata hesitantly danced around the ring, dodging the YouTuber's punches, and whined to the referee each time he was knocked to the ground. Throughout the fight, the professional fighter believed KSI was illegally punching him in the back of the head, but neither the referee nor the spectators seemed to agree. After repeatedly knocking the Mexican fighter to the ground, KSI eventually prevailed in his second fight of the evening because the referee deemed it unsafe for the fight to continue. After his fight with Pinata, KSI addressed the crowd asking, "Ladies and gentlemen, are you not entertained?" He continued by saying how fantastic it was to be back, winning both of his fights in one night by knockout. Additionally, KSI claimed that he talked the talk and walked the walk. He continued by listing the opponents he would like to face off against, declaring that he wants a piece of whoever wins the fight between Austin McBroom versus Anderson Gibb, as well as Andrew Tate and Tommy Fury. If you think training and discipline are all it took for KSI to fight his recent fights, the British YouTuber and boxer revealed that there's another secret that helped him win. And do you know what this is? Surprisingly, it's playing Overwatch. After 3 years away from the ring, KSI created history on August 27th by knocking out professional boxer Luis Pinata in the 3rd round and then defeating Swarms in the 1st round. KSI is a legitimate candidate for Jake Paul's title of Best YouTube Boxer, despite the problem child being underwhelmed by his opponent's triumphs, as evidenced by the fights themselves. Surprisingly, KSI's success appears to have been aided by a pre-fight ritual in which he plays Blizzard's hero-based first-person shooter Overwatch. So how exactly did Overwatch help him win? KSI has some answers prepared. The British rapper chose to react to questions from followers on social media about what he does on fight day to prepare for 2 fights on the same night. He admitted that his motivation for playing Overwatch is to knock up all these noobs. KSI cut to the conclusion of his rated match after logging into his Xbox, where he displayed a victory screen after finishing a game on Nepal as Reaper. In actuality, KSI is a gold-ranked player, which places him at the bottom end of the SR scale. But hey, a win is a win. It's unclear whether KSI just likes the rush of defeating opponents in video games, or what about Overwatch specifically he thinks helps him in the ring. Maybe some of Overwatch's frustrating design is a contributing factor. In any case, there's a good probability that KSI will be playing a lot of Overwatch in preparation if he ever finds himself in a fight with Jake Paul. So what do you all think? Does KSI have a chance of knocking out Jake Paul and Andrew Tate if given the chance? Let us know in the comments section below. That'll be all for today's video. Before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like these. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.